Are your blog titles informational? Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. And if not, why not? And if so, why would you care? Why does it matter that they're informational? We're going to go through that here today. And we're not just talking about blog titles. Blog titles is just another way of thinking about the same thing, which is the old time concept of headlines. Headlines comes back to the idea of newspaper headlines, the idea of having headlines within an old advertisement where you had basically almost all words, where you'd have just one big bold message that pulls a person in to look and read the rest of the article or the rest of the ad. And so that's what the headline's purpose is. So it doesn't matter whether you're talking about a blog title or whether you're talking about a subject line in an email or the title of a YouTube video or a podcast episode. It's all the same thing. Having a title is meant to pull them in. It's all about headlines. And so this is part of a series of videos that we're doing all on the 35 proven headlines for writing 35 proven formulas for writing headlines, written by John Caples in his book Tested Advertising Methods. And this thing's been revised a bunch, so the examples I give weren't necessarily from John Caples, when he's talking about technology nowadays. I believe this book originally came out in the 30s. It wasn't in the original, okay? They've revised it, but the concepts are all directly from him. And we've worked our way all the way through the 35 up to number, what are we at now? Are we at number 14? Yes, number 14. And the reason why I'm talking about information in your blog title, it has to do with offering information of value. So what if you could offer some type of information within that title that will pull people in, that will get them to do the next step, which is the whole purpose of the headline at all. So that's why you might want to have information make that headline or the blog title more informational. So here's what he says about it. He says, people buy newspapers and magazines to read articles that give them information. Therefore, it's possible to get high readership by writing your ad in the form of a helpful article. The copy usually consists of 3 parts as follows. Part 1, information without sales talk. Part 2, information interwoven with sales talk. And Part 3, all sales talk. Here are examples of headlines of ads of this kind. So here's a few examples. I'm not going to read them all for you, but I'll read a couple of them for you. 2 easy tuna short pie dishes with Bisquick. Follow this Agrico plan for greener lawn. Insider guide to old books, etc. Mini skirts aren't the only way to feel young. You see, some of these have like the name of the product within the headline itself. Some of them don't. Some of them read just like you'd read any type of article or headline to a story. And so that's the idea, making it informational so that they're going to go the next step to read the rest of the information. Isn't that exactly what we do when we're writing a title of a YouTube video or the blog title? It's the same idea. If you get really good, there's another thing you got to deal with online, which I've touched on here and there, which has to do with search engine optimization. So you're looking for keywords that people are searching for either within a certain website or within the search engines themselves. And that's always something you got to keep in mind. But what this really plays into is that once they see your title, that they're more willing to click on your title than anything else that's available for them to be able to look at, watch, read, what have you. So hopefully that makes sense to you. It's a very simple idea. All of these are extremely simple unto themselves, but when you string them together, when you string these 35 together, they are very helpful little things that you can go off of when you're trying to get a little bit more attention, especially if you're saying the same ideas over and over and over again, which is very similar to what I do. Some of the ideas that I talk about on a regular basis are all found in my book, 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. And this basically takes some of my most core ideas, breaks it down into 9, and we have a nice quick book that you can read. In fact, you get a free copy at AmazonProofBook.com. We'll be back here tomorrow with number 15, in the list of 35, and we're going through all 35, so you won't want to miss that. We'll be back here tomorrow. In the meantime, you get out there and let the magic happen.